Interesting stuff. If you watch any of the latter games, they're really fun to
Oh,
watch.
the game has ended, so we can go ahead and start that now.
Okay,
Oh,
well, I'm muting myself now. Have fun.
Let's see a Lolowut. Let's see. Gotta get in there too. Alright, Phantasmagoria versus Timinator.
championship round of the third weekly live streamed tournament,
Yay.
hosted by Lolowut, commentated by all three of us. Yes. Okay, so for this game, we'll probably do it a little bit slower, I guess. Go over things a little bit more detail. We've got Midwest, Finland, Iraq, Georgia, Ufa, Heilongjiang, and Qinghai as the wastelands in this map. And so, starting locations. Antarctica, Australia is not looking too bad.
No, it's not. Oh, well. Indonesia, that might be a possible pick. So,
Yeah.
so Australia might not look as good. There's some. I like how Scandinavia, West Russia, and Caucasus sort of broken off over there. It changes
Yeah, those wastelands
the dynamic
will
over
force
there.
the action to be either in like
Elsewhere.
Oceania, Africa, or South Central America.
Yep, for the most part. Although Southeast, Southeast Asia, Oceania, as you mentioned, they're still probably going to have some stuff going on over there.
Yep.
Maybe. Huh.
Hmm. I'm not seeing any one-turn bonuses at all.
Nope. Me either.
Nothing. There's several two-turn bonuses, but those are common.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Pretty much everywhere.
yeah, let's see where Timinator put his guys. He went for Gisège in Central Russia, which is a two-turn four bonus. Then South Pole and Philippines. And then alternates being Thailand, Bolivia, South Australia.
Mm-hmm.
This will allow him in 2 turns to get a 4 bonus, then the next turn get a 3 bonus. And then, or he could possibly work on Indonesia the next turn, although that would take him another 2 turns instead of 1 turn. So he gets his early picks, and he can expand pretty rapidly.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Okay. And then,
Not much to say on it. I mean,
yeah,
they're pretty reasonably spread out standard picks.
so we have Phantasmagoria, conversely, going into Sedge, first move just like that, except second move going into Congo, and then third in Hong Kong. So that Hong Kong can really put pressure on Indonesia, well, vice versa as well, depending upon if they realize where each other is. And then someone's going to get just Edge. Whoever gets it, though, is going to have a safe bonus up there.
Yep.
And then we've got other places, South Pole, Philippines, Bolivia. So he's probably... Oh, I have an advantage. I have a guess that Phantasmagoria is going to have a knowledge advantage over Timinator.
Phantasmagoria, he might. Yeah, he will. Oh, he definitely will in South Pole.
And Philippines.
Hmm.
If he gets his first 2, then his next one will be his 6th pick. No, 3rd. No, he will get 1, 2, 3. Oh, he won't. He probably won't get 1. If he does get his first pick, then he's going to have 1, 2, 3. But if he does not get his first pick, then he's going to have like 2, 3, 6. So if that's the situation, if he does not get his first pick, then he's going to know all 3 locations of Timinator.
Wow.
And Timinator won't know anything about his picks. And then, yeah, but if he does get his first pick, then Timinator's going to know that he's in just Edge, but that's going to be the only thing that he knows. Because he's going to have 2, 3, 4. Well, he's also going to know Hong Kong, because Thailand borders Hong Kong. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how this works out. How these territories are going to distribute. Timinator gets his first pick. So that means Timinator gets his 1, 2, 3, but Phantasmagoria gets 2, 3, 6. So he knows all 3 locations of Timinator. Timinator knows none of his. Timinator has to guess.
Except, well, of course, just Edge.
Well, Timinator doesn't know that he's in Just Edge because Timinator has Just Edge.
No, I mean, sorry, I thought you were saying...
Phantasmagoria knows all 3.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
And Phantasmo... Yeah.
So
Sorry.
he has a big knowledge advantage right at the start. So, where do they
I see what you're
focus?
saying. I see what you said, sorry.
Yeah. Phantasmagoria focuses in South America. It seems he's probably going to go down to Argentina and counter that. Oh no, he's going into Brazil. He's going to go for a bonus first before countering anything. And then Timinator is focusing on Just Edge. Instead, he's going for the safe bonus. Ooh, and Phantasmagoria moving into Tibet. Right off the start. He's probably going to go up into Xinjiang so he can threaten that.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Either that, yeah, that's definitely what he's doing. Xinjiang, and then to Tomsk. Oof, it's a good move on his part.
Yep.
Use of information.
Ooh, and he turn 2. Phantasmagoria getting the reinforcement advantage gets all of South America. And because of Timinator being set back in Tura, he was not able to get that.
Ouch.
Crucial mistake of Tim on first move.
Sit
What is
back
it?
One turn. The whole turn.
You're talking about a crucial mistake of Tim on first move. It was... The only mistake I'm seeing is hitting Tura with 3. Is that what you guys were talking about? In the chat?
Oh, he said on first turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I thought you might have said.
Well, yeah, I was just about to start talking about that when you guys said that. I was going to mention how it impacted turn 2. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say here that it prevented him from getting all of it because he missed Tura on the first turn. Because he hit it with 3 instead of 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't worry about us
Said
missing
it in
all
there.
that stuff. We'll miss some things, but I wasn't going to miss that.
Oh, we did
Yeah.
not miss it. That's pretty obvious.
Yep.
3 versus 2 on the wrong territory.
Oh,
It's
turn 3.
occasionally mistakes are made.
Oh,
It's a fast
Timinator getting
game.
denied and Sipple as well. He's just missing these 3s everywhere. So he missed that in Sipple, and that means that Phantasmagoria absolutely knows that he's there, and he does indeed hit it that same turn. So that's gonna really hurt him. Both of them have a 4 bonus, but now Phantasmagoria has a slight positioning advantage because now he's bordering him in both Xinjiang and Sipple. He's prevented from getting that bonus.
Yep.
So now Phantasmagoria has a positional advantage.
Yep. Phantasmo has a protected bonus, reasonably protected, in South America. And Timinator has a threatened bonus in Tomsk, Central Russia.
Well, hold on. Well, attacking Dudinka's not bad. As long as he was able to get Tora, he would still be able to border everything.
Yeah, it's
Getting Omsk instead of Dudinka, I don't think that was as important as getting... And he could have gotten either of these. It doesn't really matter which 2 he got out of those 3. As long as he got 2 of them, he would have been fine.
yeah.
I think
I like
attacking
Dudinka.
Dudinka was fine. It
It's
was
just that
he lost in Tora. That was the only bad part.
Yeah, but it was he shouldn't have attacked Dudinka with a 4.
Yeah, he hit it with the 4 instead of hitting Tora with the 4. That was the mistake.
Yeah, that was really the mistake. And
Yep.
attacking it with a 3 would have been great. Even if he didn't win, I mean, the worst you can do is lose that, and you'll still get it the next turn. It's just those reinforcements won't be in a convenient position for moving down to China or through Caucasus and China to India.
Yeah. Okay, and then turn 4. Let's see where these guys focus. Timinator focusing in Tomsk like he should, because that's his only real bonus that he's got to defend. In my opinion, he should have put like one or two in either Scott or Novo and blockaded there, but he didn't. If he had done that, then he would have been able to prevent Phantasmagoria from being in a position to get all this.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't. Guess he thought he could hold a spot down there without using the blockade. I'm not really sure.
Or maybe he just didn't think about it. Oh well.
Yeah,
One or
that
the
happened.
other. But blockading down here would have helped him. They both do play the reinforcement cards. Timinator's going to go for all of Indonesia, which is good. He's in a good position to do that. He does put 4 in Nova. We'll see if that works out. It should. He does put some ones for some delaying moves. And Phantasmagoria moves into Eastern Cossack. Good move there that lets him border multiple territories.
In Central Russia, yes, that's a very good move.
Although personally, instead of moving into Kyrgyzstan and then Eastern Kazakh, it probably would have been better to move to Mongolia and then Western Siberia so you can get 3.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point.
And he does get all of Indonesia, but the same turn, Phantasmagoria gets all of West Africa. So they're still even in reinforcements. It's just that Phantasmagoria has a positional advantage being able to threaten a bonus.
In 2 spots.
Yeah. And he seems like he's going for it this turn. Ooh. Depending upon what he attacks. Okay, he moves into
Yep.
Omsk. He should be able to break it. Yep, and he breaks it.
Central Russia is broken in Tomsk.
So that means that Phantasmagoria is now in a good position.
A very good position.
Very good position. Yep.
He's got his bonuses in West Africa and South America very well protected. Indonesia is precariously located very close to Thailand.
Yep,
And Hong
and that's
Kong.
where he goes the next turn. He
Yeah, of
he assumes
course.
that he has Indonesia, so he
Well, he
decides to
already
go for
knows,
that.
remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, you said it. He
Yep.
already knows. So, of course, after he breaks one bonus, goes down to the next.
Yep. And he does prevent him from being able to get back Tomsk. Ooh, but Timinator putting a lot in Novo was able to hit South Pole, and now he's in a position to get back that.
Yep. Decided he'd try and take back the bonus.
And smartly, he does blockade into Sedge.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yep.
Good move.
He puts only 2 in Malaysia to defend. Huh. Then you put everything on the South Pole, so he's going to he was trying to get Antarctica back, but he was not able to defend Malaysia because he did not put nearly enough. And because of that, he's down to 5 reinforcements for the moment, but he's probably going to get back. He should be able to get all of. Yeah, he does get Antarctica back, so he does have that 3 bonus, but his opponent has 4 bonuses.
Yeah, well, in his defense there, he must have known that his opponent would be able to keep hitting him, and he knows his opponent has the reinforcement advantage there, and he could keep stacking guys up in Thailand and killing more in Malaysia until he took it. He might have been able to delay it 1 turn, maybe even 2 if he got lucky, but he would have lost Malaysia, so he figured might as well take the...
if he was able to delay it 1 turn, the next turn they're both getting a card, and he's going to have Antarctica to get that extra 3 reinforcement, so he might have been able to hold it.
Well,
completely.
he might have thought that his opponent could put some stuff in Antarctica too, so he needed those guys in Antarctica to surprise him, the additional units there.
Well, if he had put those guys in Antarctica, then he would not have been able to hit Malaysia to break it, or really to do much damage at all.
I guess you're talking about Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, if Phantasmagoria had instead put stuff in Antarctica to defend there, then Timinator would have been able to easily defend in Malaysia if he had put more guys there. So it's like...
Might have. It's a give and take situation, you know? Gotta put guys somewhere.
So he's able to get back Antarctica. Phantasmagoria decides to overpower Sedge's wasteland and to get that bonus, which is fine. It gives him really, he didn't have a good area to expand else, except maybe North Africa, which he's decided to expand in slowly.
Yeah, that's a fine move.
Yep, and then Timinator breaking into South America with nice big stack there. But Phantasmagoria doing the correct action, blockades in Brazil.
Yep, that's a good move right there. Defends West Africa very well.
Oh yeah.
Changes his protected bonus to a new location. Now Central Russia is his protected bonus.
Yep. And he still managed to maintain that 13-8 reinforcement advantage.
Yep, keeps his advantage going. Oh.
And Timinator decides to go up to Colombia with a big stack. You know, he's got a big enough stack there so that after he gets Venezuela, he might be able to just capture Brazil without too much trouble. If he does that, then that's a big stack about to hit Nigeria. That might not be too bad of a move.
Timinator might have thought that Phantasmo had Central America.
Yeah, I think that's why he moved up there, but now that he sees that he doesn't, he's either going to expand there, or expand there would probably be easier, because he does have half the reinforcements that Phantasmagoria does right now.
And Phantasmo takes one more in Borneo. Why not?
Yeah. Huh. Well, unless he's really able to do something unexpected, he's not going to be able to come back in this game.
He's really restricted about where he can expand here too. He can only, oh man, there's not much he can do at this point.
Oh. Okay, he does manage to get Venezuela, fine. He starts going up into South Africa. Good idea there, so we can actually threaten West Africa.
Yes. He had to do that.
But now he's got to pay attention in Indonesia. He can't let Phantasmagoria get that. Phantasmagoria, though, does get all of Southeast Asia, so he's up to 19/8.
It just keeps going downhill for Timinator.
Yeah. He's just time after time again, he's just not being able to get. He does defend Philippines, thankfully there, which means that he hasn't lost this quite yet. And then he is expanding up into Central America now. Although, he probably wouldn't. No, that's fine. He's got that big stack. Not a whole lot else to do. He would have to put a lot into it to break Brazil, which you can't really spare right now.
No, he can't.
But him trying to out-expand him is just... It's going to be really, really difficult to out-expand in this position. And now they meet up in South Africa, Kenya.
Ow. Tim gets hit hard again, and Philippines manages to hold it still, but...
Yep.
Looking very precarious over there.
And as he goes into Mexico, he's in a position to get all of Central America. But as he does that, Phantasmagoria is about to be able to get East Russia. So that's just going to put him farther ahead.
Yep.
And he does end up losing Philippines. And Phantasmagoria goes up to Hawaii to start threatening that. And then
Coming around from the other side.
Oh yeah, in the final turn. Let's see. Okay, he does get Taiwan, which so he's going to be able to get East China pretty easily. And then they meet in California, Baja.
We know it's over at this point.
Him being caught up there means he can no longer even expand in that direction. Really, the only area that can really be taken on the map, well, there's Australia, which they could fight over, but no one's going to be able to get that safely. And then, Greenland, which no one's in a position to take. Europe, which take way too long to take. Canada, which Phantasmagoria was working on, and then West US, which is where they're meeting now. Phantasmagoria does hold Congo. And then at this position, Timinator does not get a card piece. And he... How many reinforcements did he see? He may have seen a big stack this turn. Well, he just, from that position in California, gave him enough reason to surrender. There was really nothing he could do. He tried a last-ditch effort, putting everything in Kenya to try to hit Congo with order delay. But unfortunately, he lost too much in Phantasm's attack on him, so he was not able to break Congo.
Yeah.
7 attacking 4.
Yeah, I think Timinator knew that he was really far behind at the end for a while there.
Wow,
and
he got really unlucky on this attack. Wow. Really unlucky on that attack on Congo. I didn't know that was possible not to win in 16% luck. 7 attacking 4?
Oh. I did not see that scrolling through, but even if he had won it, it was over by that point.
Yeah. I mean, he would still have had less than half the reinforcements of the other one, but that's just an interesting thing to take note of.
No, it's not guaranteed. I think it was like 90%
well,
chance.
Okay, when you look at the luck for that, it said offensive luck negative 1.2.
It's 96% chance of success. Yeah. So there's a 4% chance of failure. There.
A 1 in 25 chance.
Oh,
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But at that point, it was already over, so we can't make too big a deal out of that.
No, but it's very interesting to see that. Very interesting tournament overall. All the projected people that I was going to throw into final and win all lost. So
oh yeah.
I remember stating at the beginning of the stream that the most interesting players to watch for this game or this tournament were definitely going to be Nico, Swinigan, Brisk, Timinator, Zerby, Yeon, and HHH, and none of those, only Timinator was able to make it to the final, and Phantasmagoria with his upset over Timinator draws this tournament to an end.
Yep. Congratulations to Phantasmagoria.
Indeed.
Very good work here. It reminds us that anything can happen. That these players who nobody's really ever heard of can come in and start beating players that we were sure going to win.
Yep.
I want to
funny.
ask Phantasmagoria whether or not he's a second account of another player, because that is very possible. I know that happens quite a bit. I don't know if it would be rude to ask something like that, but yeah. It's definitely something I'm going to ask him later. Anyways, a little bit of an update of what's going to happen next week. I decided to post this in a little bit of advance. I usually wait until Tuesday when I put my thoughts together and then I post, but this time I've decided to post today what's going to happen next week. And what we're going to do is we're going to do two tournaments. One's going to be a live 1v1 tournament, and the other one's going to be a live streamed 2v2 tournament. And to sign up for the 2v2 tournament, sign up, state who your partner is going to be, and then have your partner post. That way I know for sure that you two are definitely going to be there. For the 1v1 tournament post, normally make sure specifically to say that you're going to be in the 1v1 tournament. The only stream game coming out of the 1v1 tournament will be the championship game, and we will definitely take a look at that to see, how that turns out.
What sort of goodness we behold.
Yeah, if we get another upset, that will be very interesting to see. Luckily, nobody in this tournament will be getting disqualified. Everybody played in a timely manner, and everybody joined in. So there's nobody that I'm going to throw out of the tournament. That's really good. We have Phantasmagoria. Great job facing some very hard opponents and still able to defeat them all. I will not be commentating next tournament because I will be participating, and Mythonian and kcscrag here will be taking care of the 2v2 tournament. I will be commentating on the championship game of the 1v1 tournament. If that has, we're probably going to do that after the 2v2 tournament, definitely, because I want to make sure everything in the 2v2 tournament is covered. Other than that, I'll take questions, comments on how you thought this tournament went, and yeah, I know I have the dummy tournament still open. I'm going to kill it pretty soon. Reza, post that you're looking for a 2v2 partner. I can help find you something. By the way, if any of you want to become commentators, it's completely open. Add me on Skype. We'll see how you do. I'll eventually get to you and ask you a few questions. Ask you to talk a bit.
We will begin auditions.
It's not really auditions. I just
I know.
Sure, you can speak English pretty well, and that you have a pretty good knowledge of 1v1 or 2v2.
Yep.
As for the 3v3, like I said, I'm going to need completely different commentators for that. No offense to Mythonian and kcscrag, and myself. I mean, none of us really understand the 3v3 game and the strategy, so I don't believe any of us could really aptly present that. And the purpose of the stream is to be interesting, and I think if we know our 1v1 and our 2v2, we should focus on those two for now.
Yeah.
Shuen again said he would be willing to commentate for a 3v3. I'll need a second person for you, at least. To
When are you wanting to do that?
I was watching your this. All right. I'm yeah. So no offense to you. I was just I was curious because you were able to beat Nico, Schwenigan, and Timinator. So it was a question of mine whether or not you were just like a pro who had decided to start a second account a while back and then join the live tourney with this account. You're like we said, you were a very great player throughout the entire tournament, and I don't know if you watched the entire stream, but you can go back on the VOD and we covered 3 of your games, and very good job. So there's a few things we commented on that I think you can improve on, but all in all, really good job this tournament. Like I said, if you're looking for a 2v2 partner, let me know on the forum, and I can probably hook you up with a player that's also willing to play with you. We did not comment your first game with Chocolate Cookie because we felt it was dragged on too long, and I did do a quick skim over it, and basically you had the better picks and the better positional advantage, and from there it was just you beating the crap out of Chocolate Cookie.
For lack of better words.
Yeah. From what I could tell, you just put yourself in such a better position and overtook Chocolate Cookie pretty well. Yeah. But even though you did some bad early game, it was because of your position that you're able to stay in that game and were able to turn around. It's kind of, I would kind of say it was kind of like HHH's game with Kingu, to where
Yeah.
even though HHH was at a disadvantage nearly all the game, HHH was able to do the positional advantage and outplay his opponent. So I that's that's just how that shows how you know experienced of a player you are when you can come back from uh,
Early
pretty
deficits.
early deficits. Yeah. Um,
Indeed.
but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you some more in this tournament, Phantasm. Definitely.
Yeah. I,
You're
I do too, man. That'll be fun to watch.
definitely welcome to come again. You're automatically on my invite list, so you don't have to worry about signing up.
Ah,
Yeah, most of you who have already joined a few times, you don't have to post again. Just be there at 11:30 to accept the invite.
Yep. Although
it's very
confirming
nice
that
of
you
you.
are able to be there might not be too bad of an idea.
Yeah, it gives me a pretty good idea of, you know, how many people are going to show up and how I should set up brackets.
Ah,
I'm I'm stoked for the 2v2 tournament because I've been wanting to do a tournament with JSA for a while. We've been doing some pretty impressive victories in the 2v2 ladder, and I can't wait to be playing some really great players like Schwinnigan in my hand and Timinator and X if X is able to make it.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, if anyone's curious, the ladder game again between myself and kcscrag against Lolowut and JSA will probably be uploaded within the next day or two.
yeah, I
Hmm.
think we'll put that whole game up there. We got all the videos uploaded. We just got to make them public. Or I do anyway. Thinking of
Schwinnigan with Chocolate Cookie having the dominant position. I think it was that Phantasm knew how to use his position better than Chocolate Cookie knew how to use his position. I mean, yeah, and I thought I thought this game was very surprising with some of the moves that more experienced players decided to make, like Nico in his game. I thought for sure Nico would probably get that game, but Nico did some really weird picks that game.
Yeah. Hmm.
All in all, it was a very surprising tournament.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
almost all
Indeed.
boards were pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a few good ones, but most of them were uh, pretty hard to work with.
Yep.
Notice.
And interestingly enough, just something completely random and that I just noticed in the last 10 seconds or so. Some tournaments, depending upon where it is or whatever, have seedings based on where you are in the bracket. And just even though these were set up completely randomly, if you look at it as if it was seeded, you have the first seed here, Phantasmagoria, who got first place. You have the second seed over here, Timinator, who got second place. Third seed, HHH. Fourth seed, Swinnigan, who got third and who got into the semifinals but lost.
So you're saying that the seeds almost worked out as
Yes,
if they were
exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
thought out. Yeah.
Rare that you
Um,
see that with random orders, but hey.
yeah. I'm still going to do random tournaments. That's for
Yeah, yeah.
sure. Much easier, and it's a little bit more
Of
interesting.
course. Yeah.
I like to see when you have Brisk versus Schwinnigan your first game.
Gives us something to watch at the start, at least,
Yeah.
which is always good.
Ah,
Mm.
Okay, well, that's pretty much all for this tournament. Thanks everyone for watching.
See you
yes.
next week.
Yep, this
We'll
has been
see ya.
Mythonian.
kcscrag.
And Lolowut.
Yes. So, see you guys next week.
feel like I'm holding my breath. Is the stream over?